Moz fans, I'm Yagmur Simsek. I'm one of the SEO managers at Philip Morris International and also the founder of Search and Stuff events and meetups. So today we will be talking about the 8 stages of content strategy journey for startups, and we will be discussing the initial needs and the potential roadmap to the success story. So first of all, I would like to emphasize why it is really important for startups. It is important because startups need to establish their voice and brand tone in the industry when they start their journey. And also they need to build their brand awareness, they need to build their growth and also the business strategy on the way. Which also brings that they have challenges because they need to adapt to the agile environment, they need to adapt to the rapid change in the industry, and also need to create ways to tell about their products or services to their target customers. But what challenges them can also bring them some opportunities, because in established companies, the content strategy process is always a bit challenging because they need to have a decision-making processes, and also by the time they execute the content strategy, they may be a bit late. So startups can take advantage of these changes and also having the rapid journey, and then actually establish their brand awareness quicker than they expected. Before we go into the details for 8 stages, I would also like to mention that organic versus paid perception. So before you start your journey, it's really important that you think about your initial focus in between organic and paid, because if you really, since you have a really limited budget, if you focus on paid more than you are expected, you may end up with losing your budget for like temporary rankings with your content strategy. But if you actually find the balance in between, and if you utilize and optimize the budget you spend for organic content strategy versus paid content strategy, you may bring some opportunities for yourself and actually have a stable organic visibility and take advantage of the paid channels when it comes to generic keywords and generic content strategies. And you can actually take advantage of organic channels when it comes to long tail keyword research, long tail approach. So let's start with the first one, customer journey versus search journey. So with the customer journey, in the past, we have been only talking about awareness, interest, consideration stage or evaluation stage or purchase and even post-purchase. But when it comes to now, to creating a content strategy organically, we also consider the search journey now. And what we need to do is we need to find a way to actually combine them with the informational, navigation, transaction and commercial with your initial customer journey stages, because it brings the importance that if you have an awareness content, you also need to have maybe drop downs for if it's informational, if it's a navigational or transactional intent. So these journeys can actually interact each other, and you can come up with a compelling scenario that you can actually attract your target audience in the specific points of their user journey. When it comes to goal setting in the second stage, you can actually think of different questions to answer before you start your journey and research. For example, what is actually your business niche? Are people aware of this niche? Are people aware of your services, your products? Or are they really aware of that they need that product or service? Are they on that stage, or do you still need to make them aware of your journey? Because it also interacts with this informational stage or also awareness stage. And again, what's your market size? Do you think that you are the only one in the ecosystem, or do you think that you have competitors and you can actually get benefit of it, that we will be actually talking about in the later stage? So all these, and for example, if you have like questions in your mind, how much online presence you have, how much online presence your competitors have, you can actually check their online visibility with several search tools or several online marketing tools, and you can actually get information on their top performing pages, top performing categories, or if you can actually check whether they are actually good at what they are doing, or whether they are telling their products and services really clearly, or maybe you have an advantage in there because maybe the search journey and search visibility have not been captured that much, and then you have a potential and advantage on that point. So to be able to do this, you can actually conduct content audits for your website if you are an existing startup, and then see if you have any missing points as against your competitors, or if you have content that are underperforming and you need to update or you need to optimize, or if you're a new startup, from these outputs from your questioning, you can actually find competitors' websites, audit their websites, and see what are really actually performing well, and then in which steps you should start to take the most out of your journey. Because time is important for you, a budget is important for you, and actually if you start from the highest opportunity and highest impact, you can actually have more advantage in the upcoming stage. So in this stage, basically what you need to do is to audit your website content if you have a current website, see which page or which queries that you are getting traffic for or from, and actually see if you have technical problems on the website that are preventing you to get indexed by Google, or if your internal linkings are not adequate enough, and actually you can improve your internal linking and the user journey, considering your customer and search journey stage, and also considering your business niche and your goals, like for example, if you want to collect leads, if you want to sell product, if you want to end up with just increasing your awareness, and then people may find your stores later in some other areas, etc., etc. So these are all integrated to each other, but at the same time, you need to answer some questions before you get into the other stages of the journey. Let's come to the fourth point. With the content gap analysis, as we mentioned, if you're an existing startup, it may be easier for you to conduct this analysis because you already have your content ready, maybe the previous contents which you were not paying too much attention before, but you can still use different SEO tools to identify what is the keyword gap, and which is actually also the content gap in between you and your competitors, and start the journey from there. But if you don't have any existing website yet, you can actually still use content gap analysis, because you can check your search competitors, you can put them in the SEO tools and then see their common keywords they are ranking for. And that common keyword list is actually your maybe the starting list when you start creating your website, creating your content strategy. So basically, in the content gap analysis part, you can either focus on the gap between you and your competitors, but you can also focus on the content gap analysis still, but use that data to kind of come up with new ideas for your new website. And at the same time, when you create this, this journey for yourself, I recommend you to take a Google Sheet and merge all the information you gained from competitors' content gap analysis, and then group those keywords and actually create yourself a kind of topic clusters. So you can actually, in the future, you can use those topic clusters as a starting point for your keyword research and content journey for your startup, which brings us to creating buyer personas, because obviously you might have thought about it before you start your journey with your startup about your buyer personas, but this is a dynamic world, and everything is changing so fast. So you may start creating different buyer personas for a specific product or service that you are having, and you can actually get benefit from the current trends. And there are a lot of trend reports in online platforms. Like you can actually get benefit from either like a Pinterest predicts industry reports, or like more serious industry reports in your niche area, in your startups area, and then get some ideas on the new personas, and actually use the AI integrations and AI platforms to come up with different scenarios for your buyer personas in your mind, because you may be giving them information about demographics, let's say, and also their occupation, their position, their company and title, and then you can ask AI to come up with different scenarios for your buyer personas, and then from those scenarios actually you can bring some content ideas to your blogs, guides, resources or category sections, so that people in your mind as your target audience can find valuable information on your website, and you can actually start a journey from there but expand as you go. Which brings us to the topic clusters, because as soon as you create your buyer personas, you can start thinking about your topic clusters on your blog or on your informational or editorial content areas on the website, which is actually helping you to start your keyword, your comprehensive keyword research, because you are a startup, you have a limited budget, and you may need to think wisely when you even start your keyword research and content production. You need to be having specific topic clusters, so you can actually start with the first one and build topic authority over that topic, and actually link those topics together in your website, and which is leading to your maybe service page, which is leading to your lead form, etc., etc., and then update and expand those topics regularly if needed, or if you see any further potential. Once you are done with that, you can continue with the second topic cluster, and then actually you can expand your content strategy and journey from there, which is again brings us to the keyword research side of things. So once you have some ideas on the topic cluster and buyer personas, you can start with your start listing your seed keywords, because these keywords will not only help you with creating content strategy for your informational sections on the website, it will also help you to create content for your category pages, services pages, or product pages, and even the home page, because I think sometimes we are focusing on the editorial side or category and product side too much, the PDPs and PLPs, but we are actually forgetting about our home page, which is going to be the strongest page on our website. So you can actually start listing your seed keywords, and then kind of brainstorming about variations and synonyms or semantic alternatives or those keywords, so that you can start building up your homepage content too, and start using those keywords on your homepage, and kind of bring the most relevant target audience to your website, and then start their journey from your homepage to your sub pages and subcategories too. And while doing this, you can get benefit from Google Trends data, which is a free platform, but you can also go into your niche, startups niche forums, startups niche webinars, because you need to be finding different. Your job is really hard, your job is really difficult. You need to go and be visible in different areas of your niche. You need to be even attending maybe the industry conferences and events. You need to be talking to people and understanding their pain points, understanding how they actually approach to your startup, your potential products or services, and how they understand your startup. Ask them questions like, show them your homepage and ask them if what they really understood from your homepage, without even going to other pages, because your homepage is your showcase page, and then from there you need to be leading people to the sub pages and subcategories. But if your homepage content doesn't speak their language, you're actually missing a point from the start. So even if you create awareness content, and even if you have a long tail strategy, and then maybe even if you are seen on the feature snippet with one of your blog posts, if you could kind of get people to your website from that blog post, what's the next step? Are they aware of your product, or are they just here, just on your page to read that content and then leave? So once you grab your audience, you need to make sure that you create a really compelling search journey for them, which brings us to the beginning, because again, you need to be considering these steps again and again in a circle that, okay, I'm now receiving some traffic to my blog post, but am I actually kind of welcoming the customer journey here and integrating with some information or commercial intent, and what's the latest point that my audience or visitors are ending up on my website? So there are a lot of free tools out there, like heat maps and UX tools, that you need to be actually checking the user journey on your website, and then use those insights for your next content journey on the website. At the end, you will be creating like a compelling strategy, and you will keep updating your strategy over considering over these 8 stages and their details. So that's it. That's the 8 stages of content journey for startups. So if you want to discover more and discuss any ideas, you can find me on LinkedIn. And thanks for listening.